What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I've got one from Magnolia Pictures, and it is Permanent. So in Permanent, we follow a family, a mother and a mother. For my, it's a family, okay? It's a mom and a dad and a kid. There, I got it out, so I feel better now. Anyway, we follow them as they move from what was a pretty comfortable lifestyle, with the dad working as an air steward at a military base where they, had a nice house and a good income and had a pretty good life. But he uprooted and moved him into a new town where he's going to pursue a career in medicine. His wife is not super pleased about it because she wants, that comfortable life back. Now she's having to work as a waitress to help make ends meet. She's not getting any sex, which is upsetting her greatly, probably more than the money. Their daughter is eager to fit into school, so she goes and gets a perm so that she can have a cool new haircut for school. And of course, what could go wrong with a perm, right? Anyway, that goes disastrous for her. And so everybody is unhappy. Nobody is, getting what they want or finding their place like they had hoped. There's all this drama and all this dysfunction within the household. On top of that, the daughter is facing all kinds of issues at school. She's not able to find new friends. She's not fitting in very well. Even the kind of other outsider girl is rejecting her most of the time. And then the wife is actually finding solace with another man, so there's temptation there. And there's just a lot going on here. So this is kind of one of those quirky indie comedies. I actually thought it was decent. I liked it better than I thought I was going to, and I was drawn to it because of the cast. You've got Rainn Wilson and Patricia Arquette in prominent roles. But I think the issue that I had with it is that while the characters are interesting, and I do think there's a lot of potential with the characters, and the cast really shows up and tries to do their best with the roles, ultimately the story is just not that good. There's really nothing fresh about it, and there's not even anything really well done about it. It's just kind of a really basic story with kind of basic dialogue. So you have these really interesting characters and these great performers that showed up ready to make these, quirky characters come to life, and they're just not really given anything to work with by the script. That's really sums up the whole movie to me. The performances are good, the characters are interesting, but there's really just nothing else here. It just kind of putters along until it's over. I really was never that drawn into it. I didn't really ever think it was that funny. I didn't ever think it was that smart. But it's carried because of how good the performances are, and just kind of you keep hoping like, okay, these are interesting enough characters. When is something interesting going to happen? And you're like, okay, it's going to happen. Nope, in credits, and the movie's over. So again, it's not a terrible movie. It's just not a good movie. And what makes it even worse is that it could have been a good movie because there's a lot of parts here in play that kind of signal that there's potential for something really cool to happen here, and it just doesn't happen. So I can't really recommend it to anybody, but if you're a huge fan of Rainn Wilson or Patricia Arquette, they turn in really good performances here, and Patricia Arquette plays a definitely kind of outside of her norm type of role. She's super shrill and nagging, but it's really funny. I just wish she had better lines and better situations to work with. And Rainn Wilson kind of reels in his performance, but it's still, it's pretty fun to watch. So if you're a fan of one of those two, or you're just a really diehard fan of like quirky indie comedies, give it a look, but keep your expectations low because I really didn't think it was that good. And, that's all I have to say about that. So that's my review of Permanent. Sorry I don't really have anything else to say about it, but I mean, that pretty much sums up my feelings completely. And there wasn't really a lot of the movie beside that was really worth talking about. If you want to read a full write-up of it, you can at my website, markfusion.com. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon for exclusive content. You can go to Letterboxd, see what I've been watching. I diary everything there, and you get an idea of what might be coming up here. You can also make requests. Tell me if you want to see something that I've watched that I haven't reviewed here, bumped up the list, whatever you want to do. But the easiest way to help me out and the best way is just to hit that sub button. It's a free, easy, direct way to support me and to show me that there's interest in me keep making these videos, because I like watching these weirdo movies and talking about them to you guys, so hopefully you like it too. Another way to help me out is watching the old videos. That's a huge help. It might not seem like it, but it really is. View count and minute count are huge. That's how YouTube really sticks it to us smaller creators. So watching old videos, massive help. Thank you so much for watching this one though. I do appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.